Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries playthrough of Brutal Legend. And in this episode, we are doing another filler part as we're scouting around for yet more vistas and bound serpents. We're nearing the very end of the game, so I wanted to get as many bound serpents as I could, specifically up to 60, before the very end of the game.
Okay, now question, was that a cutaway or was that the cutscene?
That was a cutaway.
I see. Because that was a bit of a jump.
Yeah, it was a bit of a jump, but the whole reason why we did that cut is because we're picking up the last solo now, and yes, it is in this It is in the elevated graveyard. I just got to figure out where it is from here.
Okay, just putting it out there. One of my favorite guitar solos of all time has got to be Mark Knopfler from Sultans of Swing, 1977 release with Dire Straits.
Sultans of Swing is fucking amazing.
They put the D in D minor.
No other Vista? So it's new in the world of Cloud as we're doing another filler part.
I have been putting the hours, not just minutes, but hours into my Magic the Gathering decks. I've been poring over the pages, if you will. So now I have two white, black, and blue. Actually, no, one of them is black and blue, but it's artifacts, and it is Wicked Synergized. Meanwhile, erect tower to the sky. Roses. Guns
yes.
and roses.
Whereas my MTG stuff hasn't been nearly as successful, I decided to move over Colossus Hammered In over to Pioneer in order to get access to a bit more consistency.
Like trample?
No, although, yes.
Yeah, no. Nah.
It's both.
Kind of.
No, there are very few red instants that grant trample.
There are a lot of white creatures that like being equipped, like the Ariox.
Yes.
Ariox love equipments.
Yeah, but not as much as core do. Core, like equipment's almost more than literally any other creature super type.
Core Hookmaster did a Mortal Kombat impression, so get over here.
No, he's the one that actually taps creatures.
Yeah, he does. He slows you down.
Him?
What is it?
Thank you.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if I see this enough times, I may recognize all of Ozzy Osbourne's introductory sound
now,
bites.
here's where things get interesting. Very deadly.
See, what I'm trying to do here specifically is figure out what other upgrades that I need to purchase. And honestly, we don't need anything else.
Comes in many flavors. The more you use it, the better it gets. It's good for you.
I actually like getting the soul sucking treatment, but it's not one that is honestly all that good until we do the actual final boss.
We can buff out the scratch. Oh, I hate.
Glider.
The way Omega brightening. Why have just a little extra something deadly? Something. Yes.
Get a touch too much armor, please. Thank you. Now we can get the coiling maw, which increases our melee ramming damage. There.
I am just immersed in Ozzy
Now these
Osbourne
are a lot
quotes
bigger
now.
than they look. Now there's the real deal. So serious. Oh, that guy. Smells better than the original.
Mount Brockmore effigies.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell the horn thrower actually is.
Later, Guardian of Metal.
Go fucking crazy!
Yeah. Can do.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the Oculus upgrade, but unfortunately the Oculus upgrade doesn't exist until after we beat the game. So, oh well.
The Oculus is always waiting for us after we beat the game.
But now we have to go and start showing off the Hunter side quests, because we're officially at the end of the game, and we've not done the Hunter side quest like at all. So In order to get the second to last solo that we need to go do the hunter side quests, which will get us the Call of the Wild solo, which scales in effectiveness depending on how far along the hunter side quest missions you actually are.
Now, what are we hunting in the hunter side quest?
Well, the first thing that we're going to be hunting are the razor quill porcupines.
Harvesting porcupines, you say?
Yes, porcupines.
Are they disguised as big brown beavers?
No, they are not disguised as big brown beavers. They are just disguised as porcupines.
Because that would have been funny. Well, I enjoyed that brief reminiscence on Primus, although not necessarily metal. Definitely metal enough to be metal.
Let's see what else is new. The Pokedex run that I'm doing for Gen 5 is going okay. I finally finished all of the Kanto decks, and we're working on the Johto decks.
So what are we trying to accomplish rolling around?
Right now, we are trying to get out of this fucking rut. I don't want to leave the Deuce because then I have to resummon it. Once I'm out. But unfortunately, you cannot actually escape from this path. The jump won't let you.
Son of a bitch. Blocked.
I mean, the arrow is pointing me. The arrow is pointing me to the ability to do it, but it just won't let me do it this way. I don't know why.
We're just keeping this
land safe. I mean, we rock tunes and kill buffoons.
Damn it! Another wall.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Achievement.
No, thank you, Mr. Cloud.
You're welcome. It is good to at least be acknowledged that you did a thing, even though you failed. Because failure is not the path to the dark side. It is your hatred that brings you closer to the devil. The Dark One.
Want to help me get a better view?
No, I want to clear this fucking jump. Finally.
Got it.
Back over the bridge we go.
They might as well just kill you. It takes about as much time to get back to where you were.
Oh no, we're not going back though. We are attempting to move over to the Hunter side quest, and the Hunter side quest, because it doesn't actually follow the caravan. It is all the way back over next to Bladehenge.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad that you showed the entire trip, because now we could see the full breadth of the world.
Yep.
Which is nice. Sweet air grooves.
Ouch.
Rear tires with attitude.
This is a pretty kick-ass guitar riff.
You! Splat. Like, if they remastered
fairy
this
run that I'm
game
doing-
and they sold it as like a next-gen exclusive, which they won't do, like that would do this game pretty good service.
I know for
And
a
then
fact
could
they won't do
finally
that,
tweak
even
out
though
the multiplayer.
no, they would not tweak. They would not do any tweaks to the multiplayer, because as awesome as the multiplayer in this game is, nobody remembers that this game has multiplayer.
They would if they realized, hey, you're the lords of metal, fossilized in a game that looks terrible at first, but now looks great.
No, this game never did actually look terrible.
This game looks outright atrocious at times. I will have you know, but that does not stop me from loving it.
A good portion of the graphic fuck ups are on my end, not the game's end.
Notwithstanding, there are however poorly this is recorded, because it's been pretty smooth so far, there's no way there's enough frames missing to necessitate having even more frames just to make it look a little less, I don't know, like Let me just lock you into my orbit for a second, carry me around with you after I hit you with my car. That kind of thing.
That has only actually happened twice on screen, and the 2 times that it happened were, like, in this part.
Yeah,
so
it was jarring as fuck.
Wow, you killed that tiny porcupine all by yourself?
Dude, that is a steel-quilled ground urchin.
God, I know who
Those
you
things
are.
will fuck you up. They have quills of steel.
He's on Adult Swim all the
Whatever.
time.
I've killed 100 of those things just driving around.
Never beat my record.
What's that?
20.
No problem.
Starting now.
No problem. I can beat that easy.
I'd get moving if I were you.
sadly, that is how all of the conversations with the hunter end up. So that's why we're not showing off the entirety of the quest chain.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there and also he implies a time limit. There isn't one.
Really, we could just take our time doing this whole thing.
Yep.
Grayscale variant. This is the most Bloodborne type of environment I have seen since Bloodborne.
Well, the whole reason we have the evening filter is because if you recall several parts ago when we came back in order to get scaffolding from Bladehenge, we learned that the Attainted Coil had taken over this entire area. That's why there's this dark evening filter going on because the Tainted Coil are literally polluting the sky with their presence.
Lacuna Coil.
I think that's what their name is supposed to be referencing, but I'm not entirely sure.
All right, so because I know there's a lot of coincidences with this game, like around I don't know, the year 2006 to 2008 when they finally put out Guitar Hero World Tour, which had Ozzy Osbourne actually in the game, and they also had Our Truth by Lacuna Coil, the first and of course my favorite song by them. So there must have been some kind of license explosion of sorts, a kind of metal-gasm, a gathering of the credits and the names and the brand logos and faces, and especially and most importantly, the voices.
Or artists that finally were able to look and say, "Hey, video games are actually a decent way to make some money."
Make money. I'm not sure where to draw the line on that particular thing. Now, if you want to say, cult, definitely classic, because everybody I talked to has played games like Guitar Hero World Tour, which had, of course, Mr. Crowley by Ozzy Osbourne, loved the shit out of it, and will go to their grave saying that they adore those games.
I wouldn't say that I actually adore the Guitar Hero games. I enjoy them enough to look for clones, but adore is a strong feeling that I'm not entirely sure I could justify for Guitar Hero.
Adore is a strong object that will cause a line of demarcation between places, huh?
But yeah, the rest of this part is mostly just us attempting to get the ground urchins for the kill quest.
Yep.
For the hunter kill quest.
And there's no time limit.
Now, thankfully, the druid plow can just run over the ground urchins, and that counts as a kill. So,
Dope. Smack. So that's 2, plus the 4 or 5 we've already killed. So
oh
that's
look,
7,
a legend stone.
8.
Except we already have that one.
Missed one. I like that there are enough urchins that you don't have to turn around just to kill them.
Yeah. I mean, certain areas have more urchins in them than others.
And meanwhile, we get to listen to kick-ass metal. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Patrol.
Now, you said that you have to build up the set list by doing the things.
Yes.
See, I don't know if I like that you have to actually build the set list from bottom to top. I think that they should have just given you the full loadout so that you could actually, experience each of the songs. Because then you get bored with some songs earlier and you get bored with some songs later.
But the songs qualify as collectibles in this game.
Yeah, about that.
What? Do you think there are too many collectibles in this game?
No, I think that they should have drawn a clearer line and around different gerrymandering districts exactly what constitutes a collectible.
I don't know.
Okay, put it to you this way. How many hours do you think you could play this game with before you get sick of the first songs that arrive on set list?
That doesn't happen. At least if you're trying to go through the main story.
The plot thickens.
Stats page. I'm trying to see if we actually have a counter for the number of ground urchins that we've killed, and unfortunately, we do not have it here.
Rabbits.
Now we're up to 53 bound serpents, though. We only need 7 more of those. But yes, in the next episode, we will start the second to last RTS mission.
Yay. We settle things with Ophelia, and she has become a kind of planeswalker that has loyalty counters, and when depleted, will disappear until casted again after being drawn from the deck's 60-card hand.
That is not at all what Ophelia does. There, we got Call of the Wild. Woot!
Cool.
The urchins have a new master. Can't wait to go rub that smug bastard.
Be safe, everybody.